Does anyone have a question?
I have a question, Stuart. This is Jan.
Yes, John.
If I know that um, my goal is always to bring the mind to the navel chakra, but if I am like in bed, trying to relax, is it useful to just let my mind think of positive things that make me feel good? Or is that just more distraction?
Well, there's nothing wrong with feeling good, Jan. You know?
Thank you.
Look, uh, look, the goal is not to focus in the navel chakra. The goal is to have a spiritual life. It's to connect your inner life, your chakra system, your well-being, yourself as a human being with a higher force of energy in the universe. Getting your mind, training your mind to be focused below the navel is not the goal. It's a technique you can use to attain the goal, which is to become one with higher energy in the universe. So don't think of the development of chi as the goal. It is really a step on a ladder that enables you to surrender in enough depth inside that will keep your heart open, keep your mind quiet, and enable you to connect your consciousness with a higher force of energy in the universe. So it's just a step on a ladder. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I get up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I try to lie back in bed, and, there's this and that, and I can't fall back. So I'll turn on the television, and I know that if I watch a movie for 20 minutes, they just make me groggy, you know? I really mean that. And, and it works all the time. Not trying to focus below the navel. What works? The whole point is so little works in this life that we have to learn what works for us. And I will turn on, Max or one of these streaming outfits and watch a movie. And within 20 minutes, I know it always happens. I get tired and I lie down, I go right to sleep. That works for me. Why not use what works for you? And if things make you feel pleasant and feel good, that's working for you. Because when your heart is open, it's much easier to fall asleep at night than when you're thinking and worried about this and that and all the problems of the world and who's president and who's vice president and who's this and that and is the world coming to an end and blah, blah, blah. You know, I always kid around. People tell me this. I kid around. I say the world will come to an end when everybody can keep their hearts open. That's when the world will come to an end. And you know why? Because in order to do that, you have to attain a state of enlightenment. And to attain a state of enlightenment is to fulfill the purpose of the soul being born on the earth. And the whole soul of a human being will move to a higher plane of consciousness. So if everybody on this planet would open their heart, the whole planet would move to a higher state of consciousness. The world will come to an end. Everything's got to come to an end sometime, with joy, with love, with enlightenment, with gratitude, and with the soul, the universal soul, evolving to a higher plane of consciousness and leaving all this material bullshit behind. So you got to use what works for you. I really mean that, And like I told you, watching a movie at 3 o'clock in the morning, it always puts me to sleep. Always. Doesn't matter what kind of movie it is, It makes me groggy and I go to sleep. Does anyone else have a question they would like? No, I
Thank you.
don't suggest you will do that, but find what works. Find what gets you open. Find what relaxes you. Find what, makes you feel like, your heart is open and there's a quiet inside. And not only when you want to go to sleep, but during the day, you know, and understand that getting focused in the navel chakra is not the goal. It's a step on a ladder that helps you attain the goal, which is spiritual enlightenment. It's learning a technique that works. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? So don't worry about the world coming. The world has a long time to go, for everybody to get their hearts open. Got thousands and millions of lifetimes in order to accomplish. It'll change and manifest in different ways, and different egos will take charge and all that crap. But the world will keep evolving, and we as human beings will keep evolving on this level until we learn to keep our hearts open all the time. We're finished. God is love. So every time you get angry, you probably add 2 or 3 lifetimes. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And just to finish this up, real strength is not ego. Real strength is not being imperious to other people. Real strength is in humility, it's in love, it's in gratitude, it's in attaining high levels of what it means to be a human being. In order to do those things, you have to be so powerful in life. You have to be grounded. You have to really have a great deal of strength in life, because most of life, tests us and tries to rip that away from us. So you need a strength that dictators and authoritarians and all these crazy people, they don't even know about that kind of strength in order to sustain that kind of openness in oneself. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, then there will be meditation on Tuesday. God bless you all. Thank you. As I say all the time, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being here and demanding really deep inner work. You know, and I have a lot of gratitude. So God bless you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
You're welcome. Bye.